Welcome to episode 4 of our Let's Try series of Game Dev Tycoon. We are Insurgent Games, so let's get started. Now, last time we played, we had MacDac training. He was learning something. I forget exactly what he was learning. Our first reviews for Dungeons and Trebuchets. That's right, we made that game right before we signed off of the last episode. Looks like we're... Oh, more please. Star Games, thanks. 9 out of 10. 9, Medieval and Strategy. Great combination. So it paid off to make that PC strategy game enjoyable. Man, Game Hero, come on. 7? Really dragging me down, man. Come on, Game Hero. 7 out of 10. Could have at least been an 8. Alright, that's pretty solid. So after we're done doing whatever it is we're doing, alright, so we research level editor. We're going to generate that game report on Dungeons and Trebuchets, our medieval strategy game for the PC. Well, that's pretty solid. That'll be a good game. Get some cash out of that. Get some more research points. So medieval and strategy, great combo. Gameplay seems to be very important for this type of game. Alright, awesome. I don't want to fill this position too fast. I know we do have a lot of money with the 5.4 million, but I just feel like we're not at that point where we need that extra person to generate that income. So let's take a look at training again. We know that this is kind of all around game dev gems. So I'd like to make MacDac an all around sort of a guy. So let's do make me think. We'll start training for that. I'd personally like to be the all arounder and then have a strong tech guy and then a strong design guy and then move the team from there and see how to work that. I wonder if you can advertise. One thing that'd be cool is if you could advertise while, yeah, because it's going back up, while your game is selling. So today, the Nintendo announced the much anticipated successor to the popular test console. This is the greatest console we've ever built. It comes with state-of-the-art 16-bit graphics and sound. It's simply super, and that's why we decided to call it the Super TES. Fans around the world have been waiting for this moment, and it seems that they have not been disappointed. So we've been setting our sights on this for, I think, the last episode or two, so I'd kind of like to really think seriously of what we're going to invest in for the Super Nintendo. We're probably not going to be making it, let's try to think back to those type of games. You really weren't dealing with a ton of open world games. Maybe A Link to the Past, you would consider that, but most of it was a lot of 2D games. So, I don't have any research points. Man, 80 for version 3 graphics? I don't want to make 3D because that'll blow. So let's just take a look at the topics. We can't even do that. Alright, let's just hold off then. Let's just wait for Dungeons and Trebuchets to come off the market. And isn't that ironic? It's now off the market. Okay, so we sold 61,000 units and made 420,000 in sales. That's great. That is great. Okay, so we can't research. So really our only option at this point is we can create that custom engine. But really all we have is better user experience. Level editor is something I'd like to put in for the PC. Mono sound, we have an engine that does that. So we're really not going to do anything too new by making this. Graphics is really the big one that I think is going to set us apart. So I'd like to develop a new game. And we'll take a look at, we'll use our Nintendo engine. Let's see if our PC, we have 16% market share there. Master VS Sega is slowly dropping off the planet here. We know that our Gameling at 23%. Let's make a Gameling game again. Casual game. There's got to be something else you can play in the Gameling, right? I mean, right? I don't know. Maybe there's not. But we'll try. Let's do a science fiction adventure game. Wait, didn't they say adventure games are bad on the Gameling? Was it action games? Let's do an RPG. We know Pokemon was huge, right? So it's sci-fi RPG on the Gameling. We'll make it... Yeah, so let's do, like... we could call it Space Pals. Maybe it can be something like Pokemon, where you go, like, around different planets and then collect aliens and stuff and put them into little Pokeballs. Total rip-off, so we'll see if we can make that happen. Space Pals. Let's see. We will use the best of our graphics that we have. Space Pals. Story and questing in Space Pals, very important. Gameplay, probably up there. Engine, we'll put those the same. Definitely want a story and a save game feature. It is an RPG after all. Market analysis. It seems casual games are especially popular at the moment. Well, that's perfect. And now let's market the heck out of this game. Mass level design. AI, who cares? Want some good dialogue if we're going to have a story in there, right? 32,000 for monthly costs. Well, it is a pretty swanky office, so. World design, that should be pretty good for a role-playing game, right? Graphics, who cares about sound in an RPG? Now, marketing. Let's try a magazine and a demo. This is going to cost us more money, but we just heard that casual games, which we're not making. Oh yeah, so we're not making a casual game. Well, let's try that anyway. The hype train, choo-choo's coming in. 17. Today, the Super Nintendo has been released. Awesome. Man, I really want to get some more research points to do that. Let's finish our game. Nice. New record for design, so that's good. Leveled up our story and quests. So let's release the game. New research available, simple cutscenes. Okay. First reviews for our newly released game, Space Pals, came in. Oh, that's setting pretty high. Nice. 9 out of 10. Star Games, thanks. Oh, our first 10 out of 10. My new favorite, Informed Gamer. Awesome. Best of its kind by Game Hero. And a 9 out of 10, they achieved a great balance between technology and design. Thank you, All Games. It's about time Game Hero gave us a good review. That's awesome, guys. So we hit our first 10s. Hopefully soon we can get a 10 out of 10 on all accounts. So let's generate a game report for that. 9.5, sci-fi RPG. Now, after the game report is done, I'm real tempted to just slam out a casual game and then just push the marketing right to the limit and see how we can do that. Our post-release analysis of Space Pals is complete. Sci-fi and RPG, great combo. Graphics seem to be quite important for this type of game. Really? Okay. Platform match, gaming, RPG is good. Topic audience, sci-fi, everyone is good. Awesome. So, we're at 32 research points. Let's just take a look quick. I'd really like to make a new game engine with that 80. I think that would be awesome to go into that with. Because we didn't really see a lot of cutscenes in the Super Nintendo era. I mean, they're almost kind of priming you early for a lot of the other stuff. I want to do that post-apocalyptic game for sure. Let's do... We're going to make a new game right off, and we're definitely going to take advantage of the casual. So we're going to go casual right first. We're going to pick a platform. We're going to go right back to the game link, because let's just ride that train while it's doing well. And let's pick a topic. So what kind of a casual game could we make? A law casual game? No. What if prison and casual? What kind of a prison game could you possibly make to have it be casual? A surgery, oh, what was that game? No. Where you put the prongs in between the thing. Dr. Claude. Oh, that's the guy from what's his face? Inspector Gadget. Okay, enough. Let's do a casual rhythm game, and we'll put musical notes. Musical notes with Nails. He's one of my friends. So we'll do musical notes with Nails. He's a musician. He musics. So we know the rhythm and casual is great. The game link's solid for casual. So this is an excellent product that we can put out in the market. News: another memorable game by Insurgent Gamers has been released. This world design at its best, brave, imaginative, and unapologetically following its incredible artistic vision. Well, it's intense. Only a game with unicorns, rainbows, pirates, and ninjas could possibly be better. Criton Gillen Gamers. Thanks, Curtin. It's an odd name. Okay, so we know who cares? Casual. I don't care about a story. Save game feature in a rhythm game. Why not? You never know. You could be mid-song. Boss walks in the office. Hey, get off your game link. Golden chest. I wonder what game they're building down there. Check that out. Mini boss. AI. Nobody cares. Dialogues. Just level design. Imagine just musical notes falling all around, collecting them in the air. Who knows what kind of a game that would be. Musical notes with nails. All right. Graphics are very apparent. Very important, I suppose. Do a little bit more on sound. Basic sounds, 2D graphics. I'd say that's good. You know what? Let's just drop it. Focus all on this because it looks like... All right. And bang. We want marketing. Let's do a small campaign. Start a global marketing campaign including magazine ads, demos, and interviews. He better stop scratching his head if we're going to go for those interviews. Space Pals is now on the market. It sold 120,000 units, generating $836,000 in sales. That's awesome. Space Pals. 22 hype. The media is abuzz with the latest news from its year's entertainment conference. So we're looking for E3 now, right? In a surprise announcement, Vonnie, a company known for General Electronics, has presented a prototype called the Play System. Okay, so now this is kind of cool. So this is showing off Nintendo's prototype with Sony when they originally tried to, well, that's what I think anyway, when Sony and Nintendo were first going to get together to create a disc-based system. There you go. Apparently, Vonnie has collaborated with Nintendo, creators of the beloved and successful TES and Super TES consoles, to develop what is basically a Super TES with a CD drive. This would be the world's first console using a CD drive. Journalists around the world are baffled as only one day after Vonnie and Nintendo jointly announced the Play System at the entertainment conference, things have turned sour. Nintendo announced today that they will cancel the project and instead seek to develop a new console with a different partner. Rumor has it that the distribution deals the companies had worked out was unfavorable to Nintendo, handing over much of the control to Vonnie. We all know how much Nintendo hates to hand over control. This seems to be the end of the Play System. Well, we know that to be not true. Alright, we'll work out those bugs. We'll send this thing out to the market. Anything else you get in your little head, pal? No. No? Alright. Finish. In 2 months, the TES will be taken off the market. No new records. I don't know how I feel about that. The hype train's there, though, so maybe we'll get some sales. Hopefully the reviews are good. No one wants to play musical notes with nails. Let's train. Yeah, I'd like to train. Let's do some more tech. Don't repeat yourself. Let's try that one. See what we get from that. First reviews for our newly released game, Musical Notes with Nails, came in. Oh, she's not looking good. Have seen better. What we got here is our basic flop, friends. Quirky but good. Alright, Quirky's not bad. Quirky games. I played some Quirky games. 7, nice experience. So they enjoyed it. And enjoyable. Alright. Not totally bad. So it looks like we get, what, an average of like 6.25 or something out of that? So that's good. It seems that the market has normalized again, but no particularly strong trends at the moment. So we put $500,000 in marketing up behind this thing. I don't think that's going to pay off at all. No. It's not. It stinks. That's all right. All right, so once he's done training, we'll generate a game report, kind of get an idea where exactly we went wrong. And we'll go from there as our research points continue to go up. You've released 2 games to the platform, just under $600,000. So there goes the regular Nintendo, gone by the wayside. Let's generate ourselves a game report. I was right, 6.25, nice. It's not doing too bad. It's moving. It's moving, right? I mean, we're making some money on it, so. Okay. Our post-release analysis of musical notes. Sound seems to be very important for this type of game. Level design seems to be very important. We did level design. Topic. E for, yeah. Maybe it was sound? Maybe we messed up sound. Well, live and learn. So, I wonder if it's even worth us spending our time. What else could we put in for a Super Nintendo game? You think back to those days. I really think that graphics is the biggest thing, but a better dialogue. You can think of like the role-playing games that you can make, and then open world. You can make like a Chrono Trigger, a Final Fantasy. So, I mean, I still think it's worth waiting. In the meantime, let's take a look at some of the topics that we can make, and maybe we can kind of do like a quick bandage. So let's just research spy, and let's throw out like a spy action game. Yeah, we didn't do too well. Sold 50,000 units, generating 355,000 in sales. So, kind of a flop, but that's okay. Now, see, when we fill a position, I'm pretty sure that when we both collaborate and generate games. All right, nice. So let's take a look at this now. When you both create games, the bubbles that like I would create that go into the design field and the technology field, your employee adds to that, so your games do get anybody. Maybe it's worth hiring someone. Let's just do it. Who cares? Before you can hire someone, you have to advertise the open position. Set an advertising budget and decide how you want to test your applicants. A high budget will increase the number of applicants, and different tests will help find people with the right balance of design and tech skills. So do we want a design guy or a technology guy? I think we're probably going to become, honestly, more of like an RPG type of a company. Certainly don't want to spend that much money. So we want a good employee. We don't want a slouch, right? So pre-filter applicants by a show reel, a game demo. Game demo, yeah. I want to know what you can make. I don't care about your show reel or your math skills. I probably should care about their math skills. That was probably a horrible mistake. It seems that Insurgent Games has recently moved into an office in a well-known tech park and is now searching for employees. The company, which is known for games such as Looney Tunes, Hoops and Things, and Space Pals, has reportedly operated out of a garage until now. One of the many fans of Looney Tunes, Hoops and Things commented, "I can't believe that they didn't even have a proper office until now, and that those games were created by only one person. I'm really looking forward to their future games." Well, that's good. Can I do stuff while this is here? Okay. Let's train him while we're just kicking around. Or should we make a game? No, let's not make a game because we want to code and complete. Let's do that. We want to make the game with that second person. The search for the open position is complete. You can now review the list of applicants and hire someone. All right. Don't forget, you can always train your employees to improve their skills. All right. So Jack Long, level 2, 216. So he's more of your research man. Oh, so he'll generate more research for us. That's cool. All right. We get speed. So design and tech. That's really what I wanted to see. So that's a pretty solid balance. Jack's pretty solidly balanced. Salazar. Tech. More geared towards tech. Thomas Austin. 22,000. So he looks like he's the least expensive in his design. I kind of want somebody balanced. Yeah, now we're just getting to kind of the garbage bin here. Bye, Linda. I'd like someone balanced. I think Jack is balanced. He starts off 2 high levels, good speed, research, level 2, 20K. Let's hire Jack. Congratulations on your first hire. New employees have to settle in before they become fully effective. When a character is not fully sufficient, you can see an efficiency bar next to them. This bar will fill up slowly over time. It's usually a good idea to give your new staff a welcome training to get them up to speed quickly. This will maximize their efficiency way faster than normal. To do this, close this message and click on the character to bring up the action menu. Medium games. Okay. Let's click on staff welcome training. Welcome, Jack. Get a cake going. Have a party, so we can just fill somebody else too, right? Just keep filling positions. But let's start off with the one, obviously, and I want to hit a slam dunk with a spy action game. Is he still being welcomed? I don't understand. We still welcoming you? Oh, so he can research as well. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. And then I can train him, of course. So we're going to want to focus maybe more on design. Maybe just balance. So what would we'd probably game dev gems. That's what we'd really focus on for him. Oh, proposition. So we know what this means. Special offer. We have covert agents managing to gain access to some critical systems of one of our competitors. Oh, if you want to play war games, transfer 140,000 to the enclosed. Absolutely. Blow them up. Thank you for your business. That's they write that off to administrative expenses. Corporate espionage. It's a write-off. All right, so he's just about training. Jack's getting ready for his welcome party. In a statement, the developing gaming Bungie, like Bungie, has said that they've been the victim of industrial espionage. Sabotage. Man, I can't read. Unfortunately, development on their current project has been severely affected. Police are investigating. Oh, God. Well, I hope it was Halo that we took out. That'd be awesome. We have our own space game. Go play Space Pals. Play Halo. Halo's garbage. Alright, so once Jack is done training, we'll make our new game. And it'll be the greatest action game ever made. Come on, Jack. How long does it take you to welcome? We got you your coffee mug, your floppy drive disk. There's a clear trend towards simulation. Well, simulation's right up our alley. Simulation PC. Who wants to crank out that? Nope, I don't want to research. Please stop. All right, so we're going to develop a new game. Let's just go. We know we've had really good We've done really well with sim games. Why is it not there? I thought we did simulate in a simulation game. Oh, we did. It just depends on which one. So we could do another surgery simulation game. But I think sports... it's so boring. Sports is so boring. What about law simulation? Have we done that yet? Hold on. Let's just check quick for my own brain. Casual rhythm game. Notes with nails. I don't think we've done a law sim. So let's do a law sim. Pick topic. We're going to do law, genre, simulation, platform. Yeah, so we see the Game Boy starting to lose a little bit of steam. Our Super Nintendo's starting to go up, though. But, I mean, you think sim games, you don't really think Super Nintendo, right? You think action games and, you know, your Metroids and stuff. What kind of simulation law game should we do? We could call this Court of Cowls. Be a little bit of Batman spin. Maybe Batman's like one of the prosecutors and or Two-Face is the prosecutor. Court of Cowls. I like that. That's not bad. All right. It's good enough. 2D graphics. All right. We know engine is important. We know that that gameplay is probably decent. We need a story. I'm not too concerned with Sims with the story and questing. So maybe we don't need a story actually. Yeah. So let's say no story. I definitely want to spend some money on this, so now let's just try this as a test. So marketing, let's do at the beginning of the process, advertising magazines, and we'll see how big the hype train really does build. I don't care about dialogues, and I really don't care about AI, so let's just focus purely on level design. Because I'm just curious if it matters if you really put that at the beginning or the end. You know what I mean? Because they said that it did, so we'll see how much we can trust them. So sound was important. Let's try that. So we get our guys debugging. Guys, get anything else to add? Nice. Another one in design, another one in technology. Dear Insurgent Games, we have followed your progress in recent years and would like to extend the formal invitation to participate in the biggest game convention on the planet. Games, also known as G3, also known as E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. I just added that last part. By having your own company booth at G3, you can get a lot of fans and hype for your games. You think your audience would love to see you there. We'll contact you yearly with booth options. Hope to see you at G3. We definitely want to go to E3. Alright, so we're going to release the game. I don't know if we've set any records here. Nice, okay, a record in technology. That's not too bad. Got to get these guys trained. We got to start blowing our records out of the water here. So while we're waiting, let's actually train this guy. Now let's just do a balanced training. First review is Court of Cowls. Oh, that's low. 2 out of 10. Not fun. But for a simulation game? Not worth the statement. Come on. Well, let's generate the report to see why we stunk up the place. 1.5. Man, I don't even remember when I played last time if I made a game like that bad. Sold 3,000 units. Whew. This stinks. We gotta just come right out of the gate with something that's at least decent. So lawn sim is a good combo. Level design seems to be not very important, so we focus on level design, I think, too much. Okay. We did do spy. All right, we're going to do a spy action game. Forget this. We're going to do spy action. Why don't I just jump right to 3D and say forget 2D? Let's just jump right to 3D. Forget it. Who cares? Make like a Star Fox game. I just use that as a reference because off the top of my head, that's the first 3D game. But I mean, there's stuff like F-Zero. It's still three-dimensional. So is Mario Kart. So forget it. Let's get this guy researching too. I want better dialogue. I want to make some role-playing games for this sucker. Get you researching. Let's get open world. I mean, let's just blow these research points. I want to make a game engine, and I want to just come out of the gate swinging with something that I know will work. Simple cutscenes, medium games. I'm kind of unclear what that means, but maybe just the size. Research it. Who cares? Open world. All right, we can't really do too much. Let's take a look at our topics. A ninja game? I think of like Ninja Gaiden. Post-apocalyptic music, comedy, a funny game. Oh, Leisure Suit Larry. That's the only one I can think of from back in the day. Ninja game. Let's research a ninja game. I definitely want to go to E3. Who wouldn't want to go to E3? But we got to start preserving our money. So let's go to E3 with a small booth. Try to get some more fans. Court of Cowls is off the market. Ugh, I don't even want to look at it. Alright, so once our research is finished. Alright, so Ninja's done. And he should be done. Hey MacTac, I have followed the progress of Insurgent Games for a while, and it seems that your recent expansion, you've developed larger games. Larger games deserve to be seen by more people, and this is where a publisher comes in handy. A publisher will market and publish your games around the world. They will also help fund development. In return, they'll keep most of the profits, but since the game will sell a lot more, it's usually still worth it. I can put you in touch with some of the publishers so you can look at some of the available contracts. Just let me know. Find publishing contract has been unlocked. It's accessible in the music. I don't know how much I'm really into finding a publisher, but let's just take a look. Using a publisher is a great way to get your games in front of large audiences, which can help. It grows your fan base. Once your fan base is big enough, you can self-publish your larger games without the need for a publisher. For medium games, you should aim to have at least 100,000 followers before you publish them yourself. So we gotta sign a contract. Gotta pay attention to the details. Yeah, right. If the game you release does not meet the minimum score, you'll have to pay a penalty, which can be costly. It's also important to pay attention to the royalty rate. The higher the rate, the more money you will make from the contract. So I'm not really interested in doing this at this exact second. Our goal right now is to create a new game engine, so I'm actually going to stop the video there. Thank you so much for watching episode 4. Our goal for next time is going to be to create a brand new game engine, sign a contract deal with the Super Nintendo, and throw it an action or adventure game on that system. So we will see you on episode 5.